Good morning, Professor.
Good morning, Jerry. Breakfast is on the fire.
Well, I hope not. I hate the taste of burned bacon.
Son, I think your ears are still sleeping. I said on the fire, not on fire.
Oh, okay. Well, that's more like it.
Did you have a good night?
Well, as good as can be expected, I guess.
What do you mean?
I couldn't stop thinking about Yellow Bear. I still can't believe he's just gone. You think you're going to have someone to learn from, someone to lean on? And before you know it, fate takes a turn and poof, they're gone with the wind.
Yeah, you just never know what life is going to hand you from one minute to the next. Like they say, the only thing that's constantly the same in life is change. Nothing's ever promised to us in this life. But instead of spending our time worrying about what we might lose, we should be thankful for what we do have, and for the time we have it, however long or short that time might be. I've lost a lot of good friends over the years, but that never stopped me from getting everything I could out of every moment with every person I knew. Some people spend their whole lives keeping everyone at arm's length because they're so scared they might lose them. They live their life with this wall around them that nobody can get through. Their thinking is, if I keep everyone at a distance, then if they leave or die, I won't be miserable. But because they're spending all their time holding everyone at bay, not allowing anyone to get too close, with no friends, no one to turn to, no one to lean on, they end up being just as miserable and worse. For it is better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all.
Thank you, Professor. That really helps a lot.
You're welcome, Jerry. I practiced all morning. Hey, how about some coffee?
Yeah, sure.
Nothing like a fresh cup of joe on a clear, cool morning in the great outdoors. This ought to hit the spot. There you go.
Thank you. So tell me, with Yellow Bear gone and the lab shut down, what's next for us? I mean, the journal we found is pretty useless to us now without Yellow Bear here to translate it for us. And without the lab equipment, the entire research program is kind of coming to a screeching halt, don't you think?
Well, maybe. And then, maybe not.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you're right about the journal. Losing Yellow Bear is a real setback for the translation department. We'll definitely have to find someone else who knows that language to be able to tell us what it says. And we might not be able to do the detailed research and get the results that everything in the lab would have offered us, but that doesn't mean we're washed up altogether. It just means we have to do our research old school style. I still have all the equipment in the truck to take care of any immediate needs we might have at the time. If we come across anything, I can still get video as well as still shots, measurements, create casts of footprints, and so on. We can even create sound recordings of anything we might happen to hear. I know it's limited, and certainly a step back in the technology department.
A step, huh? You think? More like a flying leap, clear back to the 1960s.
Jerry, people were doing research on Bigfoot long before computers came along. They might not have had the access to the details that we can get today, but they still learn plenty. So until the lab is back in business again, we'll just have to do what we can with what we have to work with, okay?
Well, okay. But why do I get the feeling I've just been asked to do brain surgery with a rusty pocket knife?
Hello? You at the camp?
Hey, who's that?
Not sure. Never seen him before.
Hello? I need some help.
Hello there. What's the trouble?
I'm sorry to intrude.
Oh, that's okay. What can I do you for?
I was just wondering if either of you have seen anything strange around here? Like anything out of the ordinary?
No, we got here yesterday afternoon. Haven't seen anything we didn't expect to see. Why?
Well, I don't know if I should tell you this or not. It's pretty far out there.
Well, we consider ourselves to be a couple of far-out kind of people. What's on your mind?
Well, my camp was invaded last night by something, and I don't know what it was. Now, I was down by the river doing some fishing about dusk, And when I got back to camp, I found the contents of my gearbox scattered all over the place. My tent was collapsed, my food was gone.
Did you see or hear anything?
I thought I heard some noise while I was fishing, but at the time I didn't think much of it. My campsite's only a couple 100 yards off of the river, and I just figured someone else was camping close by. But when I got back, my whole place was torn apart.
Might have been a bear.
No, sir. That wasn't no bear.
Oh, yeah? And what makes you so sure it wasn't?
You're gonna think I'm crazy.
Try me.
I know it wasn't a bear, because bears don't leave 17-inch human-looking footprints.
Sasquatch is on the move again, and he's making his presence known. But at the same time, so are those who work against him. From being followed by mysterious black cars to bombs and mail trucks and airplanes, the struggle for preeminence has reached a whole new level. Join us now for Sasquatch, Episode 12, Missing.
17 inches, huh?
Yep.
Human looking, you say?
Uh-huh.
Jerry, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I sure am. Looks like we might just have ourselves a 100% grade A genuine Bigfoot on our hands.
A Bigfoot?
Yep, you got it. And it's right up our alley, too. I run a Bigfoot research lab not too far from here. I'm Professor Jonathan Dalton, and this here's Jerry Hansen, one of our team leaders.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, I've heard of your place, but I never thought I'd have any reason to meet you. Ain't this something? Talk about being at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, things have a way of working out like that sometimes.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet both of you.
Say, after we all have some breakfast, how about we all take a walk up to your campsite and have a look-see? I've got my camera and some casting material for footprints. We'll make it an official-like investigation. How about it?
I'm for doing that. Sounds good. I'll go.
And speaking of making it official, if we're going to be spending time with you, we're going to need to know something from you that is very, very important. In fact, it's so important that we don't dare speak another word or make another move without it. Now, this information is extremely crucial, and if we are to do anything together from here on out, we're going to need to know.
Well, what is it?
Your name.
Yeah, that would help. I'm Rick Kane.
Well, Rick Kane, it's good to make your acquaintance. I've never met anybody before with two first names.
No, it's just Rick.
It is? Oh, well, that's a lot easier. I was a little concerned there. Rick is just a little weird, not to mention somewhat embarrassing. I thought for sure I was going to have to spend the whole time calling you Double R just for convenience purposes. Okay, it's settled then. We'll fill up on pancakes and bacon, and then we'll head out. This bacon is about done. Jerry, how are those pancakes looking?
Plump and fluffy and ready for love.
I'm not looking to snuggle with them. I just want to introduce them to my stomach and let them get to know each other on a first-name basis. Rick, how about a cup of coffee?
Sure, I'll take a cup. I'll take some of that bacon, too. I love bacon.
Would you just look at this place? Man, when one of them does a job, they really do a job. Car flipped over, tent all torn down, poles broken in half, camping supplies strewn from one end of the place to the other, garbage in every direction, and what's that up there in the tree? Rick, is that your sleeping bag?
I'm afraid so.
Well, where'd you sleep last night?
I didn't. I built a huge fire, and I stayed awake all night long.
All night? You must be plumb tuckered out.
I guess. I think I've been running on adrenaline all night. 'Cause after I found all this, I couldn't close my eyes to sleep even if you paid me to.
Well, we certainly have a lot to look over here. Looks like a full morning's work for sure. Guess we better get started. Jerry, hand me that video camera. And get out the casting kit, too. We'll whip up a little bit of that for some of these footprints. Also, there's an extra set of batteries in my bag for the camera. We'll need those for sure. Oh, and the reel tape as well. So let's start at the north end of the campsite and work our way south, and we'll see what we can find here. From the size of the area, it looks like it's going to take quite a while. Well, that about does it, I guess. We've got enough evidence here to keep us busy for quite a while now. A couple dozen pictures, measurements, castings. I think we covered everything.
Hey, what is that Rick's got over there? Is that a radio? Hey, turn that up.
Last night at Hartsfield International Airport. The plane exploded about 30 seconds after takeoff, lighting up the sky and surrounding area as if it were daylight. According to NTSB officials, no survivors have been found. However, one passenger who is listed on the flight manifest as Mr. Charlie Holmes is currently missing, as his body was not accounted for among the wreckage. The investigation into the cause of the crash is ongoing this morning.
Oh, Denise, I'm so glad we could get together for breakfast this morning. I just had to get out of that house. I couldn't stand it anymore, just knowing what was written on the back porch wall. It really gave me the creeps.
Well, what did the police say about it?
Well, they sent someone over to look around, and he told me to keep my doors and windows locked at all times, and that someone will be back today to check for fingerprints and other clues.
Well, that's good. That means we better not stay here too long. You never know when they'll show up.
No, it's okay. They have my cell phone number, so if they show up when I'm not there, they'll call me so I can come back there. Besides, they even suggested that I get away from the house for a while and spend some time in public places. You know, that old idea of safety in numbers, that kind of thing. In fact, they even said I should try to find someone else to stay with for a while, mainly at night.
Really? Well, why don't you come stay at my place?
Oh, Denise, I couldn't impose on you like that.
Oh, nonsense. I'm all alone anyway, rattling around in that big empty house all by myself. I could use the company. Besides, it'll give us a chance to do all those crazy things we did as kids. You know, like having a slumber party and staying up all night long.
Oh, are you kidding?
No, really. We could put makeup on each other.
Or shake up soda and let the fizz fly. See if we can hit the ceiling with the spray.
Hey, do you remember when we wrapped Jimmy Davis in a dozen rolls of toilet paper while he was sleeping?
Oh, my Lord, yes. He was so mad by the time he freed himself from that mess. I never ran so fast in all my life. Those were the days. Oh, to be teenagers again.
So what do you say, Maria? Come on over and spend a few nights. It'll be like old times.
Oh, why not? Okay, it's a deal. Let's head over to my place first so I can pack a few things.
I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Charlie's plane explodes, and now he's missing? How does that kind of thing even happen?
I don't know, but we better get ourselves out of here and back to civilization and see what in tarnation's going on.
Hey, who's this Charlie you're talking about?
He works with us at the lab I have. I sent him on a special assignment, but from the sound of things, that assignment is just a little, delayed.
Well, what do we do now?
Well, the first thing is the three of us got to get Rick's car flipped over again so he can get out of here. Then you and I need to skedaddle back to our camp and get all our stuff packed up and get our tails home. Maybe then we can figure out what's going on.
Excuse me, Professor, but did you say that the three of us should flip Rick's car over?
Yeah? Why? You afraid of getting a hernia?
No, I wasn't thinking about me, but Are you sure you can handle that kind of weight? I mean, you're a little up in years for flipping cars. Maybe you ought to let Rick and I flip it ourselves while you...
While I what? Lean on my walker and watch? Listen, Mr. Mighty Mouth, I can match you in foot racing, trail hiking, rock climbing, and anything else you want to throw my way. Even car flipping. One more crack about my age and I'll be flipping you.
Yes, sir.
And you two work together? Wow. I bet you have some wild and crazy staff meetings.
Yeah, they can be pretty entertaining, to say the least. Okay, let's get this car back on its feet again so you can get home. Well, Rick, that's everything. You're all packed and ready to go. Other than just a few dings and scratches, I think your car survived pretty good.
Yeah, at least it runs. How it looks doesn't matter to me. As long as it gets me where I need to go and back home again, fine by me. I just wish I knew when I'd see you guys again. All this Bigfoot investigation stuff has me really interested in it. Kind of makes me want to sit and pick your brain a little.
Why, Rick, that's a Jim Dandy idea. Tell you what, after I get home and make heads or tails of this thing going on with Charlie, I'll have you over for dinner, and you can do all the brain picking you want. Just give me a couple of days and then give me a call. Here's my card. If I don't answer, just leave a message and I'll catch you within a couple of hours.
Oh, thanks, Professor. That's really cool. I'll be looking forward to it. Awesome, I can't wait.
Okay, we'll see you later.
See you later, Jerry.
See you later, Rick.
You too, Professor.
Okay, Jerry, we're next. Let's get back to camp, pack it up, and head out.
Miss Paddy Wagon, too.
Pappy.
There she is. There's Pappy's little girl.
Well, what in the world? Chester, are you all right? You look like you done been through a pigsty. Oh, and you smell like it, too.
Yeah, I'm surprised your mama ain't said nothing, but I forgot she done lost all her senses a long time ago.
I heard that. I ain't lost all of them. I ain't married to you, Emma. Out there wasting all your time chasing them there boogers. There's plenty of stuff to do around here.
Yeah, well, I was trying to find the rest of your kin folks, so maybe you can move in with them instead of us.
You know, I'd like to throw some hot grease on you, Chester Joe.
Yeah, well, I'd like to.
All right, now, Mama. Chester, that's enough from you, too. Come on, Chester, get your butt in the kitchen and tell me what happened.
Yeah, get your ass on in the kitchen.
Don't you got anything better to do? Like watch the prices right or something? Pick out a grave plot?
Chester.
Well, she started dagging of it.
And I'm stopping it now. Come on, get in the kitchen. Well, that was some story. I guess that explains why all the camping stuff's all tore up. I'm glad you didn't get yourself all hurt, though. But dang, Chester Joe, we had that tent since we got hitched, and we used to take Jolene camping in it all the time. I was wanting to take Ellie Mae when she got bigger and tell her about her mama. Now it's all gone.
I know, Erling, but now I ain't known all that was gonna happen.
Chester Joe, it's just that it meant a lot to me, that's all.
Well, it's gone too now, and there just ain't nothing I could do about it.
Well, at least you didn't get hurt.
No, but I tell you what, we sure was appearing for a while there. Oh yeah, and that Brian fella I done told you about, yeah, he's supposed to be gonna come by here pretty soon sometime.
Chester, like like we don't have enough people in this little old house.
No, he ain't staying or nothing. Hell, we'd probably be out there for the most part.
All right, then. Now goes and clean up that mess, and for God's sake, take a shower, Chester. You got the whole house to smelling.
All right, but give me a kiss first.
Chestnut, I love you, but you ain't getting no lovins at all until you get a shower.
Oh, well, I guess I might as well face the music. Shut up, Hooch, it's just me, dang it.
Well, look what the cat done dragged in. Where's all my stuff?
Gee, Swan, can I at least get inside the door?
Where's my stuff first? You don't tell me where my stuff is, you can just stay outside with the dog.
I got it. Can we just go inside, sit down?
As long as you got my stuff, I reckon. Why'd you look such a mess? You messed up my pots and pans. The pots Mom and Daddy gave me when I married you.
Well, I didn't do it.
You took 'em out there, you and your chest hair.
That thing was after us, Sue Ann. We took off and we left everything. We was worried about saving our skins.
You should have got my pots first.
Well, thanks, Sue Ann. What the heck's wrong with you? You have some kind of big old insurance policy on me or something? Want me to die?
Jesse, if I had an insurance policy on you, you wouldn't be standing here.
Oh, Sue Ann, now you ain't got to be that way.
I should have listened to my mama about you. Where's Arlene's stuff? I bet old chest hair didn't let it get all messed up.
We left everything, I told you. And her stuff got all messed up, too. Call and find out.
You knows I'm going to call her.
Go on ahead and call her. I don't care. She's just going to tell you the same thing I done told you. Now, can I get me something to eat?
Well, you could have. But now I don't got nothing to cook on. So I guess you can go outside and eat with Hooch, 'cause you smell just like him.
Sue Ann.
You need to go find a water hole or take a shower with your chest hair, 'cause you ain't getting nothing to eat in my kitchen, stinking like that.
His name is Chester, Sue Ann. Chester.
That is what I said, chest hair.
Whatever. It's your brother-in-law anyway.
Oh, Denise, your place looks just lovely. Your lawn is so green. Since I was gone for so long from my place, mine turned brown.
I enjoyed taking care of the place. Growing up on the farm the way I did really gave me a love for the outdoors. So gardening and landscaping just sort of followed naturally.
Well, you certainly have outdone yourself with this place. It looks like something from out of one of those magazines.
Well, thank you. You can put your bag in the bedroom for now, and then I'll show you where everything is. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to show you. I found something that I tucked away in a box in the back room that I hadn't seen in over 20 years. It's a picture of the two of us from grade school. You wouldn't believe how we looked back then.
Dad, where's Mom? She's been gone almost 2 days now. Son, The law enforcement is doing all they can right now.
But how can she just disappear? I mean, she was on the air 1 minute and gone the next. How could nobody see her?
Look, I don't know, but one way or another, they will find her.
Well, they're not finding her fast enough for me.
Hello. Yeah, yes, this is Michael Sims. Yes, I am.
Mr. Sims, this is Sheriff McCluskey.
Yes, Sheriff.
Hey, that's the sheriff? Have they found Mom? Do they know what happened to her? What's he saying?
Shh.
Mr. Sims, we currently have possession of what we believe to be your wife's camera as well as her recorder. It was found by a local camper and turned in to us earlier today.
Where did they find them?
In the woods at the north end of town. But we need a positive ID from you on both items before we can be sure. So we need you to come down here to the station as soon as you can to confirm that they are hers.
Yes, I can do that.
Thank you, Mr. Sims. We appreciate that. But there's something else I need to tell you. We have some other evidence that, well...
Go on.
Now, Mr. Sims, we have not confirmed this in any shape or form yet. And there's still a lot of questions that remain unanswered. But we have sufficient reason to believe that your wife was kidnapped.